assault and batteries, but my trunk stay ever ready. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready.
This video was a little bit overdue on my part, but over the last few months, it's just become more and more evident that TKO and The Rock, I'm gonna group The Rock in this as well, they've basically ruined WWE. It's become so unbearable to watch, especially the weekly shows. They've been boring, storylines are just stale and just on repeat half the time. Just same matches every week. It's literally get to the point now where it's like I have no interest in watching SmackDown. That was like out the window a long time ago. Raw started off so strong on Netflix, and then as the weeks went on, it's just like you knew they couldn't keep up the momentum of just like having a quality show every week, but like to have such a decline of like what they did week 1, week 2, week 3 to like now. And it's the same shit every time. Just a mix of Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso in like tag matches, singles matches, and Seth Rollins, sorry, as well. Just mix and match, and it's like, who wants to see that, honestly? And it's just so predictable, and it's just boring. You know, I can only come up with so many words to describe it, and just boring is the one that comes up like just first to mind. I think this whole thing really started when John Cena turned heel, where it's like, being there in Toronto, the moment was great. And I also noticed that leading up to the event, there was like so many tickets still available. So it leads me to believe that whole storyline they did on WWE Unreal or Unscripted, whatever it was called, Unreal, it was accurate, where it's like The Rock said that they needed a little ticket boost, so that's why they brought him in. With that, it was like a last minute storyline they put together, which had significant consequences with Cena turning heel. And it was like you had a golden opportunity. This thing had never been done before, and John Cena turning heel, unthinkable. But the execution was lackluster, mediocre, boring. Again, when you add mediocre storylines, when you add boring shows, when you add overpriced tickets, that's what you're gonna get now. And people have lost interest in watching. People have lost interest in like. To me, people have lost interest in everything in general. When I see the ticket prices for like like Saturday night's main event, John Cena's last hurrah, his retirement match, December 13th, I was willing to drive 8 hours to Washington to see John Cena's last match. But you gotta be out of your damn mind if you think I'm gonna pay $800 to sit in nosebleeds. No way, not a chance. For what? A mediocre Saturday night's main event with a bunch of commercials, all to be... I know they're going to build it all around John Cena's last match, which is fine, but there's more to a show than just the main event. And I think during the Vince McMahon era, when tickets were like $30, $50 to $100 for like to get into the building, no problem. I'll sit through a boring show to have like a great main event with like Batista and the Great Khali. No problem at all. But I am not going to spend $800 to do the same thing. Like TKO executives coming out saying that like they're going to take full advantage of like the fans and make just milk every dollar out of them. Like, screw you. Like, I'm not, to me, it's just a dollar sign. It's just a money grab where they're like, if you want to buy a ticket, you're going to have to pay this much. It's kind of disheartening to know that a company that you've put so much money and some of your time and some of your passion in just see you as just a dollar sign. And again, I'm sure with the Vince McMahon era, it was the same thing. It's just, they didn't come out and say it so bluntly. And I think that really pissed me off, to be honest. Then on top of that, you add those WrestleMania prices in, and a lot of people are doing comparisons about like what WrestleMania 30 used to look like compared to 40. And I've made a video on this before where it cost me the most $850 to sit row 8 for John Cena versus The Rock at WrestleMania 28. That will barely get you into the building now. And it sucks because I want to go to one more WrestleMania, but now you gotta like think about it, and you gotta like kind of wonder like, is it worth me going? Is it, because it's 2 nights, it's not just one anymore. So now you're like $800 times that by 2, then you add your hotel and your flight and all that. It's not just something you can pull off on a whim. And if you guys know the story, my whole WrestleMania experience started off with like a Skype call. It's like, hey, you want to go to WrestleMania? I'm like, yeah, sure, let me go to the travel agency tomorrow. It's not that easy anymore. And I just think that TKO has just turned WWE into such a corporation, just very suit and tie, it's not authentic anymore. Look behind me, that's the sad thing. Like, this is my life. It literally has been my life for the last 30 years of my existence. And now it's just become one of those things where it's like, I feel like I'm just I'm watching, kind of. Like, I'll watch pay-per-views, but Raws, SmackDowns, it's, I'll watch highlights again. And it's the last thing I wanted to do. I always go on this roller coaster of, like, I'll watch, I'll love it, and then I'll just go down. And I'll come up, and I'll go down. And I know with the Royal Rumble coming up, it's going to be good. It should be good. But again, I don't know, because storylines suck. Matches are, like, whatever, but we'll see. Let me know your opinion. I'm sure not the only one that, like, thinks this. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.